What happens when the quest for perfection turns into a cycle of self-destruction? Kazuradrop, one of BB's alter egos in the vast universe of Fate/Extra CCC, is a fascinating creation that challenges the limits of perfection and fallibility. Born as a high servant, a fusion of deities carefully selected by BB, Kazuradrop carries the burden of being a flawed program that longs to eliminate all imperfections, even if it means destroying herself. When observing Kazuradrop, we are immediately drawn to her serene appearance, reminiscent of the young Sakura Matu from Fate/Zero, but with a darker and more enigmatic touch. Her green kimono, with yellow and white details, hides a devastating strength and profound complexity. Despite her fragile appearance, she is a relentless being, created with a singular purpose: to devour imperfections. However, the great irony of her existence is that she herself is a manifestation of imperfection, a living paradox in pursuit of an unattainable goal. Kazuradrop is more than just a character. She is a symbolic representation of what happens when someone or something is taken to the extreme in their pursuit of perfection. Her calm and careful personality hides a mind that sees human contradictions as something to be consumed, eradicated. She despises failure, contradiction, and humanity itself, all while struggling against the very fact that she is an imperfect creation. This disdain extends to BB, the entity that created her, and everything related to her own incomplete existence. On the battlefield, Kazuradrop is not a conventional warrior. Her combat abilities are limited, but her true strength lies in her ability to absorb and transform. She devours other entities, including other Sakura series AI, to strengthen her body and mind. Throughout the events of Fate/Extra CCC Foxtail, Kazuradrop consumes significant parts of BB and other alter egos, such as Meltrilus and Passionlip, to become a more powerful being. However, this insatiable hunger for power and perfection only leads her to an endless cycle of self-destruction. The culminating battle of Kazuradrop against King Protea highlights the tragedy of her existence. Despite all her efforts, she finds herself unable to completely defeat the immense physical strength of King Protea, an incompatible opponent that forces her to expend her resources to the limit. Kazuradrop, who is supposed to be the pinnacle of created perfection, faces the cruel reality that even she has limits she cannot overcome. This raises a disturbing question. To what extent does the pursuit of perfection justify the destruction of everything considered imperfect? And more importantly, who decides what is imperfect? At the end of her journey, Kazuradrop finds herself in a state of constant modification, struggling to break the barriers that separate her from her ultimate goal, a goal that may never be achieved. Her existence is a reminder that perfection, in its essence, is a subjective and unattainable concept, especially when the pursuit of it is driven by a deep sense of inadequacy and fallibility. So, when reflecting on Kazuradrop, the final question arises. When the quest for perfection becomes a struggle against the very nature of what we are, what are we really trying to achieve? And if one day we achieve that perfection, will we still be ourselves?